about Clipse, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Album dropped last Friday on the Rock Nation. Peace to the Clipse, peace to Pusha T, peace to No Malice, peace to Pharrell, you know what I mean? And everybody that made that album go down, man. Uh I think
Mo.
huh?
Nah,
Who was
go ahead, go ahead.
no, no, no. I was saying like I think me personally, I think it's an incredible album. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really me and you Watt discussed it a bunch of times in the last few days. PB doing his rap thing, he got his own career and all that. I haven't had the chance to speak to P about it, but what P, what you thought about it before we get into why? Because
I
P
like
liable
it.
to zap out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think we got like an hour and it'll be good. I
Hmm.
like it. I like it, and I'm happy that it's a win for them. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them win. You know what I mean? Son's fucking no malice. Malice is like 52. This dude,
Well,
this Pusha T is 47. So I'm happy that they're doing it at an older level, at an older age. You know what I'm saying? The album itself is good. Um, I'm definitely pleasantly surprised with Pharrell. He did all the production solo on there, so that's good. Um, my only drawback with it is one, I just want to see what'll happen with Malice like in the future. He's walking like a thin line with like religion and his beliefs. If you see like in a lot of interviews, he might not talk much. And I mean that might be because like Pusha T is kind of like, you know what I mean, in the forefront. But like I just be what's interesting to me is watching how he walks that line. You know what I'm saying? Even with the thing with Jim Jones, that song, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Um, like just for that song, there's a song on there where he's like, the song with Kendrick, he said, ice my bitch and choke my chain, or was it choke my bitch and ice my whip or something? Whatever.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
that's a little crazy for like, you know what I'm saying, a God fearing deacon type shit. So
Pusha
Well,
was encouraging them to curse
yeah,
though.
he did. He said
He
that. He
was
said that. He
encouraging
was,
them. He said, "Yeah, let it,
yeah,
let it, let it off. Like, get off on
yeah.
it."
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So, which is
it's
a bad influence to begin with, but you
but
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? I guess creatively, I think he was pushing them to just like
right,
let
right,
loose.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Creatively.
don't really hear him cursing too much, and he's
No, he
not.
wasn't.
Right, and he's not talking like, "Yo, I'm selling drugs now. Get it? I know Poppy." Like he's not doing kind of what Pusha is doing, which is like currently like in the now. His rhymes kind of be in the now, where like he's walking it well, where it's like he's kind of like talking from a past, and also what I think what I do like that they have that they're doing is they get to be like you didn't do a lot of their rhymes is you not like that, and you can stretch that all day. You know what I'm saying? And in this era, there's a lot of fronting going on, big shit going on. So if he sticks like that, I know it had to be a challenge for him to figure out how he can still do this and still be like authentic with himself. But that to me is the most entertaining thing is watching. I like how a lot of people like his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And that he's doing it well so far, yo. So that's what I like to watch and see, like how
Hmm.
he's. I don't know if they're gonna do the album, right? This album was 10 years from the last one. You know what I mean? But it depends. They can maybe to me do like a couple of more albums like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this one where they're kind of just pointing differences out between fake street people and non-street people. You know what I mean? They say
I mean, they,
Jesus.
they 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 worked on it for 2 years, so
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It was something that wasn't rushed, and I think if working on an album for 2 years and that's what they yielded, that's the results, then I think
right.
people need to follow that formula and really take their time um and cook up a masterpiece. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, listening to the album more and more and more, I think it's a very, very, very good album. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't quite call it a masterpiece, but I'm thinking it's pretty damn close. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I was taken back by it.
Yeah.
It's an incredible album. I think the more you listen to it, the more you appreciate it, and I like that it's a grown adult sound. I don't know if y'all agree with me on that. Do you sense that? I don't know. It gives me like this 444 vibe or Life is Good with Nas in the sense that it's like a grown, like mature album. You know what I'm saying? To me, it talks to us. From brothers that's in their mid 40s up to the
Right.
50s. You know what I'm saying? Like. But I'll speak a little bit more later on it. What do you think, Watt?
I loved it. I still don't like Ace trumpets too much.
No,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? No, no, I never
That line
really
ruined it
liked
though.
it.
The PP line ruined
Yeah,
it though.
the PP line kind of ruined it for me.
If
But
you
what?
take
I
if you
mean,
take that out,
they're rhyming on it. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't. That's not my kind of stuff. Like I don't like how he
the flow.
started the, no, the flow was dope. But
Hmm.
I don't like how he started the rhyme. But other than that,
Malice is
yo,
crazy on it.
sonically, yeah, it is. Sonically, it sounds great. It sounds like it wasn't rushed.
Hmm.
Uh, the lyrics are there, and I just want to say, like, I was stationed in VA for in Norfolk, and from 2000 to 2004, when the Clips were first, like when grinding came out, I was outside. Like I was in the military, but I was like out in the town of Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? Norfolk, Virginia. And to see them from then to now, and we used to run into them sometimes, like maybe at MacArthur Mall, Military Circle Mall. We used to be at the colleges a lot, Old Dominion, Norfolk State, Hampton, whatever. And sometimes we see Pharrell at the ocean front in Virginia Beach. And I'm just saying that to say, like, to see the growth, as not only as artists but as men, it made me respect the album even more, as I listen to it. And I've been listening to it, and there's other stuff that came out during that time. Like I just listened to Late to My Own Funeral with Boldy James and Nicholas Craven. And I listened to it one time and went back to Clips. Mondo Slade and Minister Hyde came out with a joint called Cardiac Kings. They're from Ohio. For those who don't know, Mondo Slade is pretty dope. And his rhyme partner is Minister Prime, or call him Minister Hyde. They came out with a joint and I listened to it twice and keep going back to Clips.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I really enjoy the album.
Replay
Uh,
value is heavy.
yeah,
Replay
yeah,
value is
yeah, it
heavy.
is. It is. It is. I really enjoyed it, man. Like from the lyrics, y'all know I like fashion. You know what I'm saying? So when they start talking that fashion stuff, like
Hmm.
it's dope to me. When they start talking about going to other countries, that stuff is dope to me because I don't travel before. You know, um, so I think, like, I mean, the drug dealing, we've been around it. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, right, right. So like even that, some of that um is dope. But like you said, they're talking from a past, tense. And
Hmm.
I really like how at the beginning they dedicated the song to their parents. You know what I'm saying? I think that really set the
Hmm.
tone for the album. That
Yeah.
was dope because it brings like hate to say, like a human side, because everybody's tough. Everybody's like
It was a
no
vulnerable
emotion. Right,
record. It
right.
was a
It's like it's you hear a rapper now, whether they're young or old. You know what I'm saying? You see these dudes, they're the toughest, they're the
hmm
meanest, they're on God forgives, I don't. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? That kind of bravado.
death before
And
dishonor
yeah, yeah,
type
all
of
of that. And
mentality, all that.
there's no
Yeah.
songs about the mothers, like
Right.
about the fathers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they really, like, you could tell they came from a good background. You listen to their
Well,
interviews, you could tell they came from a good background,
well
despite
spoken.
right, well spoken,
Brothers are
despite
well
how
spoken.
they grew, like, kind of turned left. And you hear Malice, and he's like, yo, like, he was all, even when they was in the street, like their parents' voices would be in their heads.
As
You
it
know what I'm
should,
saying? And in
though.
their life, right?
As
So,
it should.
and it probably helped them to make better decisions even when in the street. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? To dodge certain things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not claim allegiance to certain things too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that song really set the tone for me. And I'm just like, wow. And then after that, then they get to the lyrical, even though they was lyrical on that song too.
Let me before we continue on, I want to add on about The bird don't sing, right? The birds don't sing is the song about the parents, the
With John
intro.
Legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it a few times, and the last time I listened to it, 'cause I listened to it maybe 7 times, because I probably played the album about 6, 7 times, and I thought to myself, how would I feel without my parents? Like if my parents were no longer here, and even though like me and my dad be having static, and he's halfway in, halfway out, and hardly ever around. But um, it made me kind of emotional listening to the record, thinking about how my parents weren't, if they weren't here, because you start to think about the message your parents have given you and what they've sacrificed and the work that they've put in to put you in
Mhm.
a position to better yourself, right? We look at the messages and what we've experienced, and man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that record actually made the last time I listened to it a couple hours ago, it brought like a little bit of tear to my eye listening to it, thinking under those
Mhm.
circumstances. And it just made me think about Ghostface when Ghostface was like, "Yo, I'm the first brother to make y'all cry in hip hop, with all that I got is you." Because that record
Right.
really was a sad, emotional record. And I think this is
Mhm.
right up there, like, with a
No, it
record that's
is.
like timeless. It's gonna be a timeless record. And I think they dropping a video to it because they said it's already filmed. I haven't
Mhm.
seen it. I don't know if it's been released, but I'm looking forward to it. And I hope it blows up. And I hope it's something that um I hope it's something that inspires other artists to do records that are like deep and some so-called vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because like enough of the facade, enough of this hip hop gotta be super grimy, tough street shit. Like we all human beings, you know what I'm saying? Like we got families, we got mothers, we got children. So there's times where we are vulnerable or soft. And I think it's okay to reveal that and speak on these things, love, marriage, life, you know what I'm saying? From a real standpoint. So I just wanted to say that about that record. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. You know what I'm
No,
saying? To the
absolutely.
max. Word.
Just
Absolutely.
just to add on about the loss of parents, I lost my mom twice, kind of when I was young, but she was sick for a long time. So it was like when she finally did go, we were kind of prepared for it. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But just real quick, not even to dwell on that, I had a coworker and she was kind of sad. This is like a month or so ago, and she was kind of sad about losing her mom. And we're adults now. She's around my and I just told her honestly, like my mom, she died when I just finished high school. Like that's all she seen was me graduate fucking Harbor Fields High School. You know what I'm saying? Never seen like anything of me as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My children, my kid, any of that or anything I've ever done. So I just told her to like look at that, how much time you've had. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different because it's something that's gonna happen. So it's like when you're an adult, it's still going to be hard, I think, but it's a little more comforting to me, in my opinion. Where, like, as a parent, like me right now, I want to see my son get as old as possible. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, you know what I mean? So it's like if you're an adult, like you know what I mean, you respect that and you cherish that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. That's why kind of why you don't really get at elders is a whole thing. Like I don't really argue with like sometimes my brother and my dad, he's still alive and they live near each other. And my dad he'll do some old nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? This dude called me 6 in the morning complaining about Trump and he lives in Ohio, complaining about Trump. But
Mhm.
my dad's like that. And me, honestly, I give lenience because he's my father and he's still around. Regardless of what, he's my father and he's still around. Where my
Right.
brother sees him they live right next to each other. And he'd be like, ah, and I had to remind him, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Remember mommy, you know what I'm saying? Remember, like, we were young. I was 19, I think 19, 20 when she died. When she started being sick, I had to be like 16, 17, like definitely before high school and that the whole trip. So, I mean, it's definitely a loss. And I appreciate the song. I appreciate all songs like that. Dear Mama with Tupac.
Mhm.
I think there's Styles P got a song about his brother. Those type of
Mhm.
songs, um, those is necessary. Even like they're necessary for like twofold, right? One, because it helps like you, right, the artist or whoever, it helps them, and then it helps like the listener. So we need more of that. Um, just vulnerability in rap, like you were saying, not too much. And what was crazy is, would you want it to be more songs, or a whole album, or just how they did it with that one song, and then they
No,
kind of,
one is cool. One per album is cool. You know what I'm
there's
saying? Like you
rappers that's
can't
like promotions to
because
get.
you know why? Because then it turns into emo rap and then it could
Right,
turn
that's what I'm
into
saying.
another
Those
thing.
rappers,
Like
that's their thing. You know what I mean?
right. Because no, seriously, because XXX Tentacion, and I'll use him as a thing because I never listened to him until he died. Because remember when he died, that album had just came out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
right before he was
yeah.
murdered. Right. So then I was like, let me see what the kids are like so enamored about him, you know what I'm saying? And I listened to him and I'm like, yo, dude was actually dope. You
He
know what
was
I'm
a bad.
saying? Like he was ill, but it was too much emo. I can't listen to that because then sometimes it'll play on your psyche and it might make you depressed. And you don't even got nothing to be
Yeah,
depressed about. And you
it
just like,
does.
dag, he went through that.
Right.
Like, dag, man. And then you
Joe.
start feeling sympathy and empathy for the individual that you don't even know, even though you should as humanity. I think we still have a long ways to go as being empathetic with people, with mankind, you know what I'm saying, being more lenient and more caring towards mankind, not everything and everybody, but certain things. But
Right.
I can't listen to an entire album
We
of
actually
that.
attack people's vulnerability
Oh,
as a
absolutely,
whole,
absolutely, absolutely.
especially in the black and so-called brown community.
Word,
I mean,
absolutely,
everything
absolutely.
that's on social media, something bad happens, everything is
Mhm,
cracking jokes and making
mhm.
fun of people's pain, and I think that shit's
Yep.
whack. You know
It's
what I
very
mean? But
corny. It's very corny. It's very corny. But yeah, one song per album is okay. Not an entire
well,
album, or maybe even two songs. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
Joe Button had like whole projects. Cage, his whole thing
Well,
is
Mood
wild.
Music
Yeah,
is a
yeah, yeah. And
series.
then
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Extentation, Lil Pump. There's like a whole genre of like emo. You know what I'm saying? Where
A lot of that
it
stuff is drug infused though too.
right.
mhm.
Like that's a whole nother.
Drug infused
But like,
rather.
like it comes up. You know what I'm saying? If it's like in your pen basically to use, you know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm not against it, yo. You know what I mean? And
I
I'd
can't listen
rather,
to a whole album of it though.
Let's get back to
yeah.
clips though. Let's get back
I
to
just
clips.
can't.
So
Yeah, well, that that
Let me
that
ask.
song was dope. What's your favorite song on it though? Al?
I like man, there's so much joints I've gone back and forth. I really like that Mike Tyson blow to the face. I
Oh,
don't
that's
that
great. That one is
yo,
crazy.
that shit is crazy.
Yo, it is. It is. It is. It is.
I keep on going back to that one. Of course, the Kendrick joint is crazy.
Yeah, I like
The
Tyson.
Nas joint is crazy. I mean, the Tyler the
POV is
Creator
crazy
joint is
too. Yeah,
crazy. The
POV.
joint with
POV.
Yeah,
Stove God
Stove
Cooks
God
is
Cooks.
crazy.
Yeah. Yo, you was
Uh,
about to say something crazy. You was about to have a
Yo,
pause moment. I heard you.
y'all
I
really
heard it.
was though.
I
Y'all
heard it.
really
I
was.
heard it.
It was bad. That was a bad tongue twist. That was crazy.
That
That
was
was that was like
crazy.
real sinister.
Somebody would have
That
hopped
was
out like, brother, why didn't you tell me, beloved?
oh man, stay the fuck away from me, pops. Stay the fuck away from me.
He did try to do the
I'm
360.
glad you caught yourself. I'm glad
You
you.
know
Some
what I
people,
mean?
some people might be in the comments gonna be talking
Word
crazy.
like stove
They're gonna be like,
what?
"Yo, at the 19 mark, at the 19-minute mark, Son said what? She
Stove
said
God
what?"
Cox. That was
That's crazy.
crazy. Yo, I'm gonna just say
That's like,
this, like, pardon self for saying that, but like, like I'll be up at 5:45 in the morning, and we start
yeah,
recording 10:30
yeah.
p.m. My brain be halfway shut down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
it's
that's
hard.
crazy.
It's difficult to gather my thoughts at times when I'm
Yo,
sleep deprived. Um,
nah.
but yeah, all the
You
features are
said Mike
crazy.
Tyson blow to the face?
Yeah, I
Would be
really, yeah.
right. What about you, P?
No, I like the Kendrick joint a lot.
Okay,
I like
chains and
Tyler.
whips.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler was going. Tyler was rapping.
I I I, I like Tyler just because
When he
I
not
don't.
weird. When
Yeah,
he's
that's what
not
I'm saying.
weird.
But what like if he's being weird and he's still fire, then he's like dispelling it.
Nah, not with the Mook stuff though. I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
can't.
don't agree with none of that. But it's like,
Like,
what if he was the gay rapper, right? People fuck with Tyler, right? They're not gonna fuck with him because he's the gay rapper. I don't know. I don't like.
no,
I tend to think he's
no,
trolling, but
because they don't do it with R&B dudes. They don't do it with R&B gay R&B artists. So I
you,
mean,
When his boy Frank Ocean came out, like that shit was like
it didn't have.
celebrated to
And
the max.
Frank Ocean is dope.
You know what I'm
Frank
saying?
Ocean is dope. He can
Or
rap too.
you think them two brothers were lovers or something like that? Like
huh?
I don't know. I don't.
I
I
don't
don't.
think
I
he
don't
is.
know.
I don't think he is, but he could be. He could be.
I
But
don't
why
know.
play
I don't know.
games like that though? Like
is he
is
trying
that
to
like
like
a
show you that the dope shit is the dope shit regardless, maybe, or just
yeah,
to make
Right.
whatever, but why like that's a
Well,
wild
well,
gimmick. That's a wild
in
gimmick.
his defense, not defending him, but in his defense, he's a fan of MF Doom, and MF Doom said it ain't about what you look like or what you are; it's about the wreck. That's what he said. That's
Mhm.
his mantra. That was his mantra. And
Right.
so what if he
they
came out
whole
like
crew
years
was
later?
huh?
What if he came out years later? Like Tyler, the creator, is heralded, right?
I mean,
Heralded.
he already said something on Flex that kind of like, whatever, that's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. But I mean, skill is skill though. You know what I'm saying? And on that song on
He got
POV, he went
busy.
crazy. He went
Yeah, he
crazy.
got busy.
Um my
Yeah.
joint my favorite joint, it was Mike Tyson blow to the face, but the joint after that, which is
That's
what is
what's up.
it? EBI, no, EBT,
EBITDA.
right. And it
Yeah,
stands for
it's
earnings
earnings
before
before income tax
taxes,
and appreciation,
taxes,
like
yeah,
some, yeah. It's a business
taxes,
term.
yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah,
business
yeah.
term.
And,
Yeah.
and I like that. And Pharrell was on that. Pharrell was rapping on that too, whether if he wrote it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And he shouted out
Pharrell.
Takeoff in it. I like that. I like that song a lot. I like the beat. I like how
So
they was going off like they little 8 bars and then somebody else come and then then the hook or whatever they go
right.
back and forth whatever. I like that. uh it's overall it's incredible, man. And I see people like, I'm on Threads now, I guess it's Instagram's form of Twitter, and I see people like saying like this 90K sales. Like, are we still doing that? Are we still doing like sales means it's good? Are we still basing sales off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still doing that at this point in time? Like, is it
Everybody stopped
dope?
doing
Because
it.
dudes put out trash and sold. That doesn't mean it's good.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Is
Hmm.
it's always been
everybody
like that.
where everybody
Hmm.
uses it. People
You
still
know,
use it. You know what I mean?
their rollout for the album was crazy. Like,
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
them
Hmm.
recording at Louis Vuitton headquarters. And my man was over there too. My man Tremaine Emery, he was over there. He's cool with them. Um, he was over there and I spoke to him while he was over there. And I was like, yo, I was like, tell the Clips they did their thing on that. You know what I'm saying? They really just the whole aesthetic of like the album, putting the album together, the recording process, you know what I'm saying? And they let you in to know, to like to see the recording process. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I think it's real hip hop. I appreciate, in the interview I heard him say, was it Malice saying that his POV verse was inspired by Guru,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole
No,
flow. His
push it too.
It was put right, right,
It
right,
was
right,
pushing
right.
us out of
It
yeah.
was Pusha,
It was
right.
pushing rap,
Um,
yeah. And
right.
it does.
Right.
I could hear
When
it.
you listen, right, you can hear the Guru, and that's another thing. People don't even mention Guru no
Yeah,
more. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And for him to mention him, like, he's real. That's real hip hop for you to
Can I
mention Guru. And go.
yeah, no, I just wanted to say, like, I'm glad you touched on that because Guru is well deserving of any and all props that he gets, right? Anyone that tuned into our most recent episode, I think we had Gang Starr as one of the greatest duos in hip hop
Mhm.
history.
Top
Um,
five. Yep.
Guru is deserving of all of that, and I'm very glad also that he mentioned it and gave him honor and try to tap into that type of flow and energy. Um, but them brothers listen to real hip hop. I listen to Malice and Pusha talk about on the Joe and Jada podcast. Um, I think they asked them their influences, and obviously there's an age difference between Push and Malice, right? So Push said that when he was coming up, he was trying to figure out who was better, Boot Camp Click or Mob Deep. And I was
Hmm.
like, wow, so those are two of his favorites, which happen to be probably some of our favorites as well, right? Mob Deep and Boot Camp
Hmm.
Click. And
Hmm.
then Malice being a little bit older, which it does make a difference. He said that he was into Juice Crew, Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying? So like, their influences come from real hip hop, man, and I'm glad that they were able to shout these artists out. And the same thing with even Kendrick on his verse where he said he would give half of his profits to Rakim. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That was a
And
dope
Rakim
shout out.
responded. Rakim shouted him out in
Ex-
return, thanking him
right,
for it
right,
also, and that's
right.
dope.
Super dope. It's super
Yeah,
dope.
that's
And
dope.
we've gotten to a point where in hip hop we used to say very often that we don't honor the pioneers and the brothers that paved the way, the artists that paved the way. And I think slowly but surely we've turned the corner now to where the greats of now are starting to really pay respect and honor to those that came before them. And I want to see that trend continue. People need to start mentioning G-Rap. People need to start mentioning the greats that came before them. And yo, if this is how y'all feel also, like do music with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see Steel and Tech making music with Griselda, when I see Ghost and Raekwon making music with Griselda, I like that. Even though the age gap is not too big, but the musically, we're talking about a group, that been out for 10, 15 years and a group that been out for 30 years. So it's a big gap.
Mm.
I like to see all of this work being done with different generations, man. Because it didn't go down in our era. You didn't see it too much where people were going back with some of the older artists. But now it's happening, and that's good for hip hop.
I got a song with G Rap. I got one with Havoc on there. I got one with Static Selector and Billy Dance.
That's fire.
Right,
You
you
Yeah,
got
said
a
Billy
song with
Dance?
KRS-One too, right?
yeah. Well, I'm on these songs. These aren't my songs. I'm on a song with produced by
Yo,
Static Selector and MOP. Billy Dance, Havoc, and I got one with G Rap. You know what I'm saying?
The
that
joint you
joint
have
you
a
let me
Havoc is on a
hear,
Havoc beat or no?
It sounds like a Havoc beat though, but it's not a Havoc beat.
Okay.
that yo, I'm
Mhm.
still stuck on that Timbo verse. I'm not
Yo,
even gonna lie.
so
I'm
now
stuck on that.
real quick, because one, the Barry's about that. Timbo is that song is called Malcolm X and the Rugby, and it's Timbo, it's me and my, I like it's Timbo and Solomon Childs and Thurston Howard the third on there. You know what I mean? Thurston records his vocals tomorrow, but you know what I mean? And it's gonna be fire. I'm waiting. So it's fire without Vic on the hook, but I'm waiting to hear what he do with
That
that.
joint, that Bo, Bo King is my guy, man.
Yeah, it's a good
Word.
one.
Bo
He got
King
two
is
songs so far together now. He on this
that's
album
dope.
about to
That's
be
dope.
he on this album twice.
Yo,
And, and
I told you real quick, a real story, real quick. L know about this. One day, this is like before I took my shahada. This is like almost 20 years ago, right? I was dating this Puerto Rican girl, and we was at the Virgin Mega Store, right? We was walking through the city, walking through Times Square. We hit up the Virgin Mega Store, and Timbo King is
mm,
standing right in front of there, like selling CDs, right? And
what
I
year
go
is
up to
this?
him. Yo, this had to be like '06.
Okay.
This is like '06, right? So this is right when Professor X died, right? This is
Mm,
when Professor X died, right? So I go up to
I'm
him,
not
I
laughing
greet
about
him,
Professor X. I'm laughing
I
about the
agree.
story.
I greet him. I'm like, yo, peace, Bo. He's like, yo, peace, whatever, whatever. So we chopping it up. And his eyes, like he got glasses on, but I keep seeing you can see his eyes through the joint. He keep glancing over at Shorty. So I buy the Maccabees. He got the Right to Bear Arms mixtape by the Maccabees. So I buy it off of him. And I
Or
told him I was Zulu, and he was like, "Yo, didn't y'all leader just die?" He confusing Bam with Professor X. I'm like, "Nah, that's X Clan Professor X." He's like, "Oh, right, 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 right." He was like, "Yeah, Professor X." So he gonna say he's like, "Yo, good looking on Coppin." Then he gonna say, "Yo, that's your wisdom right there."
He was trying to take your joint off you.
Word, word. And I was like, yeah. I was like, in my head, I'm like, yo, I just gave this Negro like $10, $15.
Whoa,
And you want my joint? You want my
whoa,
shorty too?
yeah,
I'm like, yeah. I was like, yo, you see her with me, right? He was like,
right,
that's peace. He said, that's peace.
whoa,
Like, yo, the dude is crazy. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, straight up Brooklyn, yo.
whoa.
Joan was funny, man. I was like, yo, she wasn't even paying him no mind. She just like, normally women like stand off to the side, let men talk. She wasn't even trying to like, yo, let's go, take it too long or whatever. She was just off to the side. You know what I
as
mean?
they should be. Understand?
And he just, but yeah, Timbo King is dope.
But it's
Shout
good.
out to Timbo King.
I'm
Yeah,
dropping out
peace.
in September, Malcolm X and the rugby. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, nah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, P.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Definitely.
just because
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joint
I
sound
got
dope. But
this new album. I got a couple people on there. I'm trying to do a joint with Shaheem. We'll find out
that'll be
like
fire.
my time to get him on the album.
That'll be
Rugged
fire.
Child and the Black Menace.
Yeah,
Word.
it's gonna be less like low life Wu Tang, mixing it up. I got
He's
shit
not
going.
even
Word.
Rugged Child no more. I think he's
Yeah,
just
no,
Shaheem Rugged.
yeah, the rugged
Mm-hmm.
road to recovery is like his
Yeah, the
nonprofit.
Rugged. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that when he first came
Yeah,
home. He started
Shaheem.
that. Yeah, Shah's still dope
Yeah.
too. Shah is dope. I
Yeah,
heard him on a couple joints since he
on the
been
I
home.
think is he on the Remedy album? I feel like he's
Yeah,
on the
he's on
Remedy.
Remedy. Yo, he got a
Uh,
joint with Hus Kingpin where they kind of remix
yeah,
the I Shot You beat.
yeah, yeah,
Fire,
yeah, yeah.
fire.
That's when Hus be doing that, he be taking like the old songs and
Yeah, and
that's when
flipping the yo, nah,
and it be
Hus be
R&B
gone.
shit.
Yup.
That's when I like Hus the most. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
Hus not talked about a lot.
Yeah,
And a
yeah,
lot of and a lot like people credit Rock Marciano for a lot, and he is like
yeah, yeah.
I
The
wouldn't
Hus
call him the
King.
father, but you know what I mean. Like I don't want to disrespect nobody, saying they like his children or anything. But he birthed a lot of that. Like he brought that style back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot
Yeah,
of people credit Griselda, but it was really Rock who
yeah,
spearheaded it. You know what I'm saying? And people
yeah,
kind of like taking that. But he hosted Hus Kingpin's first mixtape. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
a lot of style and stuff. Griselda used to be under Huss too. They're not
Yeah,
under
yeah,
him,
yeah.
like not under him, but they used
No,
to
there
rock
was, there
with
was, there
Huss.
was, there was. And then they had
And
beef.
Huss, right, and then they caught the beef with Mark Hami and all of that. I know all about that,
Yeah,
but I think they reconciled that too. But
yeah.
Huss, Huss been like in these pockets
He's
for a
been dope
long
since
time.
he's been dope. It's just like to me, because like Planet Asia is the other Planet Asia and kind of Sky Zoo is kind of like the
Right, right,
other
right, right. Yeah. Right, the other
misloads.
right.
Definitely Planet Asia because he was always rocking with everybody that came hot on the underground, and then he
Mm-hmm.
started fucking like everybody that came up. It was like chain this fucking trust the chain 38
Trust the
special.
chain, right, right. He got two of those.
Yeah, yeah, the chain winners. When Huss was the winners, there was no Griselda, nothing like that. It was just like the
Right.
winners and all of that. And
With
then yeah,
Rosewood,
Rosewood, that dude
yeah,
Rasadi,
Rosati,
smooth,
Smooth,
yeah,
hmm
smooth.
Long
But that's
Island. These are Long Island
yeah, yeah,
MCs.
yeah.
Smooth is Long
That was
Island.
like in the
Huss,
very beginning. But Huss
right.
is different because not only did he still rock even after like that Griselda thing, he stays like super weird creative, like where it's like an event where he be dropping projects and it'd be like some new like it's like a new crazy artistic concept almost everything he does, yo.
That
Some of
that
them don't
Portis Huss
perform,
album
yo.
is fire.
Huh?
Portis Huss that he took
Yeah,
from
that's what I'm saying.
Portishead.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
that's crazy.
Them R&B albums, yo, them R&B mixtapes.
Yeah, you gotta tap in, Al. You gotta tap
How he
in.
Yeah,
do
I'm
that,
up
yo?
to
He
it.
from Long
He
Island
just
too. He
yeah,
from
Yeah,
yeah,
Long
yeah.
yeah.
Island.
He's in Cali though. That's what
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Cali
yeah.
and Long Island. But when he went to Cali with like Planet Asia, Twin, like
Hmm.
Twin too. Twin is like on
Yeah,
some new
twin,
shit.
twin.
'Cause he's
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Cali.
yeah, yeah.
He's
Twin,
like
twin
on a
stepped
whole
his
nother
joint up
level.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
Where
name?
he,
Messed with them too. Midas from Ohio.
yeah.
Midas
His
that used to
brother's
be
the
with
beast.
he used to be with Beretta Nine.
Oh, okay. Because there's two Midas. There's Midas the Beast too. I
That's what
just
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, all right. He's in Florida. I see him all the time. He's in Orlando. He's down there.
But he was a part of
Well, no, he's definitely Gold Chain.
Gold
He just
Chain.
dropped
He's
an album.
Gold Chain.
He just dropped it because Gold Chain changed again, and they just dropped their little not little, but they dropped the compilation, and it's like K Burns, Piff James,
He about to tap
Midas
out.
Priest.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
But
no, I'm just no, I'm just trying to get back to
I
the
got
to the
this guy
clips.
too. And
Y'all be
Oh, you
going
want some?
off. Yeah, I want to finish the clips
all
episode.
Oh,
right.
go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead, go
y'all be
ahead.
going off.
Nah, I
My
mean
bad.
all of
Let's
you
send
know.
this in the proper way. You know what I mean? For the clip.
Nah,
Let
it's
them
hip
get the.
yeah.
hop, man. It's hip hop. We
Yeah,
all
you
there.
I
know,
wanted to
definitely.
ask
When you talking
Yeah,
about
definitely.
dopeness, you talk about
what
dopeness.
y'all
I
thought
mean,
was
but
it?
yeah,
What you think the Clipse's best project is? Their best album. What you think it is? This
This
one?
this is their best album. I
Yeah.
don't know. In my opinion, I was talking a while earlier, like maybe
this and Hell
yesterday.
Hath No Fury, yo.
No, I think Lord Willing is better than Hell Hath No Fury. You know what I'm saying? In my personal
Yeah,
Oh,
opinion. Yeah, in
I'll
my
have to
personal
listen to
opinion. I really didn't like the second joint too much, you know what I'm saying?
I like the
But
re-up gang joints too.
I gotta listen to
it.
that.
Yeah, they
Cause,
tough.
and that's another thing. Ab
They
Lava on
tough.
Inglorious
That Bob is
Bastards, like
crazy.
shout out to Philly. And what's
Who was the
ill
other one?
about yo, he always been around. He
Yeah,
been like it's like yo, when Nas and Ye dropped Nasir and they had the listening party, Pusha was there. Ab Lava walked in with him. I was there. So you know what I'm saying? Like when I saw Pusha, Ab Lava was right by his side.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like he's always there and he's a part of the re-up gang. And I always liked him
he's
um
nice.
better than everybody in Major Figures.
Where
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I liked him over
I
everybody. I mean,
like
Spado was nice too. Who?
Spade.
Dutch and Spade? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I
Gilly
like
for Gilly, he was alright. Yeah,
Yeah, I like Dutch and Spade.
Lava was just
I like
smooth.
I like them all just about.
Nah,
Uh,
I ain't like them all. I can't say that. But
yeah, he was that.
he
All
he
that was
dumped
nice to
out. He dumped on Inglorious Bastards though.
I'll say this, right? You know,
word.
when we had this episode discussing, the previous episode discussing the greatest duos, I think Clips is definitely ranked up. You know what I'm saying, with this
Oh,
release.
you push him up
I'm not
top
putting them in
10.
the top 10. No, no, because I can't. At least me personally, I look at the body of work that everybody has done in that
Right.
top 10, and I don't see, what I'm saying, like who I would remove personally. But if they
Hmm.
continue on with this type of with this type of movement that they on, as far like, I don't know what Malice's situation, if he's gonna be with the dip and drift away from the music
Right.
again. And I respect whatever it is, right? Because we all growing, right? And we all learning and growing. And if it's in his path to leave music, you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing something positive. Um, but I really hope they continue.
Yeah.
Because man, like, I think Malice has proven that he's just as good as Push, and I think he could start now his solo career. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was
Like,
he
and I
was
know he been
dumping.
rapping longer. You know what I'm saying? He been rapping longer than Push. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely
Right.
dumping on the album. It should definitely be recognized that he's on par with his brother. Um, I just really enjoyed, man, this whole everything about this, like from the Drake situation, like, even though Drake got nothing to do with that, like, right, because of the Drake situation with Kendrick, they literally Universal wanted to wash their hands of the album. So that caused a big buzz right before the album even came out. And it turned everybody's ears
But
up to see,
had an
like,
issue with Drake.
huh? Right, Push
Pusha had an
definitely
issue
did,
with
of
Drake.
course. a big issue, and I think Pusha slayed him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
real.
absolutely.
I think
Absolutely.
most of hip hop is in agreement. Drake has caught a lot of L's now. His L's adding
I,
up
I think he
crazy.
slayed him. I think he slayed him worse than Kendrick did.
I would say, yeah, I would agree with that. And I also think Joe Budden slayed him too. And he didn't even get the get back at Joe Budden. You know what I'm
Because Joe
saying?
Budden retired. And I think I
But
like
but
I
Joe
know
Budden
you
dropped a
you like
couple of
Joe.
joints about him.
Yeah, I know you like Joe, and I like Joe as a lyricist too. I think Joe is dope. I just don't like emo stuff. That's
No,
all.
I get it. I get it.
But
You know what
Joe
I'm
can rap.
saying?
Joe, I like sometimes I don't agree with everything Joe says. Like when I do
Hmm.
listen to his show,
Yeah.
but he be on point a lot more than not with like his so-called takes
Hmm.
on music and stuff. Like I listen to him because like he's a lyricist. He knows what to look for or whatever. But
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Piece of Joe Budden.
uh yeah,
I want to
I
hear more of him and less of the other people on this
I just don't
podcast.
like, you know
He
what I don't like about Joe Budden real quick? That he from Queens and he be
and he
talking
rap
like, yo,
Jersey.
not even that you rep Jersey, because it's fine, but he be like, yo, y'all New York N words. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, you went to school in New York too. You went to school in
Right.
Queens too. You went to two
Right.
schools
Right.
in Queens.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
like you
Right.
gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Like
when you got
you.
on, but not even only that, when you got on through Queens dudes.
Right.
You know
Web
what
and
I'm
Nitty.
saying?
Right.
Clues from Queens, Web and Nitty from Queens, Clue from Queens, Skane from Queens.
Right.
Skane is from
Right.
my hood. You know what
Everybody
I'm saying?
behind
Web
his
and Nitty
music
from
is
right up the street.
basically
Right. Right. It's from
is from
Queens. And you
Queens.
talking like, yo, yeah. Like, come on,
Right,
bro.
and
Like,
and he's from Queens. You are where
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you like I grew up in Brooklyn, right? My the first 13 years, right? But I kind of represented Long Island for a while because I've just lived out there for a good amount of time now too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you still from like I'm from Brooklyn, regardless of what. You from Queens. No, you haven't been in
Yeah.
Queens in a
And
little while, but you from Queens. You
right.
always gonna be from Queens,
Oh,
and that
absolutely.
should be
Absolutely.
recognized.
I moved from New York as an adult. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All my
Right, right, right,
schooling,
right, right, right,
all
right,
my
right.
schooling is New York. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
In
yeah, yeah.
Queens. Literally
Right.
every school I went to was in
Yeah.
Queens.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah. But
So,
like back to what we saying, right? The whole Drake situation, just that buzz and Universal parting ways. I mean, I could see like I guess they didn't want any more proof or that there's some type of legal situation. I guess Universal don't want to lose that case or whatever, but it was their
mm.
loss, man, to have that signed off and be put on Rock Nation. Yo, P, you a mess. We're gonna have
Yo,
like six different versions of this.
that's
Welcome
good. We
back,
got a lot.
Pierre.
Yo, man. Yo, how the Wi-Fi sign started doing
Uh,
something I've
yo, your
never
echo is wild.
seen that. I've never, yo, you guys did this because I've never seen one like service this bad, and I've never seen that icon do that. It started blinking, not just full bar.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How you guys doing? You guys still talking about the clips? We're clipped up.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
So
love
saw
it,
about
man, because this is raw and organic, man. So L be getting
yeah,
upset.
yeah.
L be getting
Y'all
upset. I don't
listen.
really care. I don't really
yeah, no,
care
I'm
because
okay. I'm
this is
okay.
good. This is good. But yeah, yo, I think the Clips has moved up. I might have to reevaluate my top 10 duos. I might have to
Really?
redo. I might have to think. I'm not gonna put them in the top
Clip.
10, but
So you wouldn't knock
they
Black
might be
Delicious
number
off your
11.
top 10 and give Clips that position?
There's
I
more
might.
than top 10 duos
I
in
might.
hip hop. Y'all, y'all think
Yeah,
there's 20?
yeah, there's
Really?
yeah, man. I had put
We
Black
had to leave.
Delicious.
We had to leave some real. We left some real great ones
I left
out the
Meth and Red off
discussion.
of mine. I left
Yeah,
Red and Meth off
yeah,
mine. And
yeah.
Smith and
Me
Wesson.
too. Yeah.
And
Off
Smith,
the
well,
top
he
10
had Smith
duos?
and Wesson on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I
Who's that?
left Dog
I
Pound.
had Outcast.
I
I left
left
Dog
Dog Pound
Pound
out.
off too.
I left Bad
Who's,
Meets Evil. I think I left a few duos, ill ones.
who's the number
I had
one?
I had Outcast or EPMD. I think Outcast was my number one, I think. maybe, or EPMD.
No, I
Right.
think EPMD, I think
Yeah,
was yours,
EPMD
and
was my number
I
one.
think
EPMD was
Gangstar
my
was
number
mine.
one.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
Really?
saying?
Number
yeah.
one. My thing
Number
is
one duo all time.
Primo don't really be like. It's a hot take, bro. Primo don't really. He be picking rappers, but they don't necessarily be nice. Like he gotta like Alfu Ra. Alfu Ra was dope. He's not
Yeah.
really nice.
I'm talking
Wait,
about
but we're talking
Gangstar
about
though. We talking about
EPMD.
duos. We talking about
Why you
duos
talking about
because
Primo?
you mentioned
But
Gangstar. We not talking about
yeah,
Gangstar
Oh,
because
Foundation.
my thing, like I like Guru's flow, and I like that he was kicking like shit of
don't
substance.
disrespect Gifted Unlimited, P.
Nah, but this is not the first time. You heard, but
I've heard
Guru
people
don't.
say
You
Guru
froze.
was
I couldn't
whack.
even hear you.
I've heard people
It's
say
just
Guru was whack in high
it's
school all the
not rap.
time.
It's just like his
And they
voice.
smoking crack. They smoking
It's like
I
crack.
his
I
voice, but
agree.
it's
I
his
agree.
voice and
Yeah.
his flow. He don't really be saying nothing other than like real positive and like like I don't know. It depends, yo.
Robin Hood theory.
Like he don't really have all the things that check a dope like top tier.
Robin Hood theory. He doesn't be talking positive. Now that we
Like
getting
that's
somewhere,
cool.
it's time to
That's
get back
right.
because
You're right.
it's no
That's a
future,
cool.
no
That's
doubt.
cool.
That's right and exact. Come on, man.
He got the stories and he got
Tons
like
of guns. Tons
but
of guns.
he don't got no like real metaphors or lyrical punchlines. He don't got more than one
Yo, I'm about to
flow.
Why you
throw
gotta
P out of
have
here,
that? Why
yo.
you gotta
About to
have
throw
that?
P out of here. Yo,
That's what the top gotta have. That's
nah.
Why?
what
Says who?
says when you what do you mean?
But they're
When
not.
you
Gangstar's not my number one. They top five to me,
when
but they're not my number one duo. That's
when
L's
you
number one duo.
maybe
I
now
would say
you could just
EPMD.
write rhymes and just play around with rap. But when you wanted to be an MC, you had to check all the boxes as best
What
you
about
Mm,
EPMD?
I really wish you was on this episode so that you could
What
have
about
did your top
EPMD,
10.
P?
Yo,
What
my
about
shit
EPM?
uploaded 100% before they let me back in, so I'm there. But
What about EPMD, P?
I feel like they definitely up there because all their albums was up. They all had like real
So
good
was
albums.
Gangstar though.
Yeah, ain't no
Ga-
whack Gangstar album neither though.
That
Not
last
one.
one, that last one is
He
the,
was dead. What are you
What
talking
Guru when
about?
Guru's not even alive? You talking about
What are you
that
talking
it
about
one?
just
that last one?
it sounded like he was alive. It sounded just like the other ones,
Yo,
yo.
that's like saying the speaker box.
Now
Nah, what was the other
Outcast,
joint? Yeah, their
I
last
don't
album
think
wasn't popping neither. I hated Speaker Box and The Love Below.
God, that's why I don't think they should be up there as the greatest duos. Yo's Outcast.
That hey y'all ain't no hip hop.
I think if you count
It's
Method Man
not.
and Redman, they probably like 1, 2, maybe. I can't see them lower than third.
With two albums
They got
versus Gangstar with 5, 6 classic albums.
but
EPMD,
EPMD 5, 6 classic albums.
they
Mob
got
Deep,
You know what I'm saying?
Mob
they
Mobb
Deep,
got
Deep,
them, but
six, seven classic
MOP,
albums.
MOP.
Yeah,
MOP
their discography's
MOP like
crazy too.
MOP to me is probably the two of the best MCs that Primo produced like wholly.
P, get
Like
your list together. Get your list together. You owe us the top 10 of the duos.
Yo, hold
Uh,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because Primo didn't always fully produce MOP neither. Because
he
because
sure
Fizzy
did.
Womack because
he
Fizzy
did
Womack
he did
produced too.
like it's hard for me with duos because it's like if you look at them both separate, they both separate had an okay run, but they don't necessarily check the top boxes of like elite MC to me. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Fame or fucking dance.
Oh
They
nah, you
nice.
bugging. You
What do you
Lil
bugging.
mean?
Famous Baby G Rap, man. That's G
Fame
Rap
fame
Jr.
Fame
is
is nice.
That's G Rap
Fame is
Jr.
and dance is nice too, but they're not.
They
and they
both nice.
complement each other well. They complement each other
Right.
well.
But
Yo,
they're not doing
Firing
things.
Squad, Warriors,
No, but
um,
that's like
what
a
else?
First
separate.
What's the other
family,
one?
first family.
First Family for Life.
That's like a
Those
separate thing.
those three albums alone puts them
Marksman
in the
Cinema.
Right. No,
that
they
was
don't.
crazy
That's
too.
like that's why like it's to me like that's like artistry. You know what I'm saying? That's like you could put good albums together if you like an artist and you got that type of mind. That don't
You like Blackout too? You like Blackout Part 2?
what the Meth and Red album?
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
said they one or two.
They
Blackout album, the first one is very good. I
Oh, you don't like
liked
the
it.
second
It
one?
wasn't great. It was a good album, very good
The
album.
second one
You know what I'm
got
saying?
like
Second
sprinkles.
one, sorry. Second
It
one
I'm
was
was
gonna
like
put it
not
two
not a
thumbs
great
down.
album.
It wasn't a great album
but,
though.
but that could be. But both of them together as a duo was like, because both of them is elite MCs. So together, that's
But
like,
But
no,
that don't
you
mean that
cannot
it was a good
you can
duo.
I'm this is not P, this is not you adding Muddy Waters and There Is a Dark Side with Takal, and this is their body of work together. You know what I'm
So
saying?
do you
Like
think
I
so
feel you.
you a
And,
dope MC, you're a
I
dope
think
MC, and GS is a dope MC. Are the
right.
Ventura brothers,
Now if we now
a
if we
duo?
went
A good duo?
like I think honestly it would have to be the mob, and that's even hard with that type of logic too. Because
No, no. Answer my question. Are the Ventura
what?
brothers the
Yeah.
Ventura brothers?
If we really went on a run to be like a duo group, we'd make sure they be super classic albums every time. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Because
I
both
don't
of
know.
y'all are dope. Y'all are dope
Right,
individually,
right.
and I like y'all
And then we
together
both have
too.
like
No Diddy.
a solid run solo, then we could be considered to be
And
like
GS's production has
right. 'Cause that's like
gotten
a
really
little
crazy.
drama.
It's gotten really
piece of
crazy.
GS advance.
Yo,
Hold
GS,
on,
get on
but
the show, yo. Stop forgetting what
Yeah, we
day of the week
waiting.
it is and get on the show, bro.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time.
now it's 11 o'clock at night.
Biggs, you too.
GS,
Big
Biggs, G Clef. Yo, G Clef already hollered at you too. Personally. I hollered at you already. Yeah, I spoke to Clef. I spoke to Clef.
Yeah, no, I think you remember you telling me. I think
But
mine
Yeah.
was
yo,
the top one. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Who?
Maybe
Who's top one?
probably the mob to me, yo. And they got
there's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
they
nothing
got
wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong.
they got a couple whack albums. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple stuff.
I think Infamy is their weakest album.
Right,
Besides Juvenile Hell, because I really don't count it. I mean, you gotta count it,
Oh,
but I don't count it
Blood
because
Money ain't too good. Blood Money ain't too
it's
good
better
either.
than Infamy. It's better than Infamy.
those are like the two.
I don't know.
Infamy got a hit
I
though.
listen to
Infamy
Infamy.
got burned.
I listen
It
to
got
Infamy.
burned.
Yeah,
I
I listen
couldn't
to Infamy before I listen to Blood Money. Blood Money don't be calling me.
really.
Neither
No,
does
They don't call
Infamy.
me much.
only
Nah,
mob
need right,
album.
100%. I listen to Free Agents before I listen to both of those joints.
Yeah, not Free Agents is
Oh,
fire
Free
though.
Agents is fire. Don't be laughing. That's just fire.
Yeah, I like
Free
the
Agents
mob.
is crazy.
Free
The
Agents is
duels
great.
is a tough thing, yo. The duels is a tough thing.
Is Nas Effects up there?
No.
Is Black
Bumps,
Alicious
skiggity
up
bumps.
there? Yo, I put the beat nuts on. I put the beat
You
nuts.
know who I
Yo,
think? You know who I think is the illest that never was type shit? Is Dark Mind, X-Ray, and fucking this dude Kev Rock. Because Kev Rock is like amazing lyrically. He's like super, super nice. You know what I'm saying?
that's super underground though.
Yeah. And
That's
then
super
X-Ray
underground.
is
That's like
big.
underground. That's like under the
Yeah.
underground
Because
almost.
both of them was
Because
like, but
nobody,
that's
a lot of people don't know about that.
yeah, a lot of people do though. They was on Loud and shit like that. That's like a crazy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But that to me was like a dope duo that you know what I mean never was.
Uh,
It is.
let's do a trio. Let's do a trio album trio joint soon too. We
Yeah,
can do
Okay.
trio.
I'm Cypress Hill top 5.
I like
I'm gonna just
Cypress.
say that off rip. For a
Let's
And that's
do
trio,
that.
crazy
I'm
too because
Cypress Hill is top 5.
Yeah.
Will is not nice at
Nah,
all.
don't spill it out yet though. Let's put it under,
Be real
thought
got style though.
and
He
execute
don't,
Right,
the
right,
but
right.
episode.
but be real. Like I like Be Real because he not lyrically nice, but I like
I
Be
like
Real
Big
been
But
on
Will.
some
he's
classic
never whacked
songs.
though.
Nah, he ain't whack, and he been on some classic songs.
Yeah, you know how to make songs.
You know another duo that don't get their props.
Oh,
Self Scientific.
or Camp Low. I like Camp Low.
I put Camp Low is up. Camp Low is on my list. Camp Low is in my top 10.
Both of them is nice. Like that's crazy.
Nasty.
Like they just, but they
Nasty.
don't like they never went on like a, it's crazy. It's
Geechee
crazy.
Suede, yeah. Both
I didn't like the
Camp
other
Low
one.
better than Outkast.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
That's
but it's just like the commercial success of Outkast, like the going diamond and all of that, like that. Like people look at sales
yeah,
as
no, it matters. It matters.
but
Outkast is nice.
the thing is like when we did the episode, right? I think L did a short, like one of the shorts when we was saying something about three stacks, and we got like a lot of flack for it because he's not outside. So,
Man,
and I see people putting him,
people were bombing
I
on
see people
us.
putting him in a top 10 list of MCs 50 plus, 50 plus. That's nice. And I'm like, yo, he hasn't rhymed he hasn't rhymed at 50. He doesn't even rap no more. The last time you heard him was on Khaled's
He
album.
don't
He's
even
not
have
outside.
a
Camp Low is still outside. And he doesn't have a soul. I said that too. I didn't say it on the episode, but I'm gonna say it now because me and El already discussed it. He don't have a solo album to be a GOAT.
I don't think he
You know what
can
I'm saying?
do anything. I think he could have when he was when he
Yeah,
had it.
when he was on it,
Yeah, when he was on it, he could have. But now,
I got
or
CeeLo
even
Green over him because
yeah,
CeeLo Green has a solo album. And CeeLo Green was in Goody
Outkast messed
Mob.
up though.
Huh?
Their run was serious. Like when they was on
Who
it,
who
out.
Outcast? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
But when CeeLo left, right? He left
yeah,
Goody Mob, did a solo joint with the Closet Freak and all of that. That was
yeah.
crazy. But that album is fire. He was rapping he was rhyming. And then he went and did Gnarls Barkley, which was
Right.
fire. Two Gnarls Barkley joints fire. Sang on
yeah,
some of the
yeah,
song. I caught both CDs. He sang on some, he rapped
yeah.
on some, and he could still rhyme. He was on Soul Assassins 3, that Joker's in
Was it-
cartoon song, murdered it. Where's Three Stack? Like, how you gonna wait every five
yeah.
years a verse and then you go in them? Like, I don't agree with that. And I think Three
Can
Stacks
I
is dope. He's dope. But
It's
you
because he
can't
had
go
it
to
back.
him.
People's just regurgitating
He had a
what.
crazy run. He had a crazy
Mhm.
I
run,
say something?
but
What
he's not good, good, good.
he's done. I want to say about Andre 3000 is for those that dispute incredible. I think he's one of the most gifted lyricists in hip hop. Period. They just taking what I said out of context and they're attacking his position, but I'm challenging his position. And this, like Bones Jones is one of the goats or the goat of mixed martial arts, right? He's been active, whatever. But when you stop fighting, you start to fall down, or a champion or one athlete to be his spot and surpassed him now. I love
Wow.
Andre 3000. That's my personal opinion. Others may
I agree. I mean, if you're not outside, you're not outside.
disagree.
You ain't outside, you ain't outside, yo. You just can't
You gotta be
hold your
in.
spot. Yeah, especially in something like this. Like sports is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Sports is a little different because you can retire and then records are meant to be broken and all of that
This.
stuff. And that's fine. Just like the Jordan LeBron debate and the Mayweather and all of that stuff debate with, even though people say Ali is the greatest, and then they say Mayweather's the greatest, and it's two different weight classes. Fine, whatever. But with music, especially hip hop, it's about competition. It's about longevity.
Right.
Like, and the clips are proving that you can be 52 and 48, and Slick Rick proved that you can be 60 and still rap at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. I mean, he's 60, bro, and he put out a
That's
decent
Just be
album, you know what I
active
mean?
though. Just be
Yeah,
active.
but
If you want to be
like, you can't say somebody's a GOAT. And I
be
don't agree
active.
with everybody's a GOAT. That's another thing. That's some like, I don't even agree with that because GOAT stands for greatest of all time. That means there can only be one. Muhammad Ali used to say, I'm the greatest. LL Cool J made the acronym. greatest of all time. There can only be one. He said it on the GOAT album. There can only be one
Very good album.
greatest of all time. So how is he a GOAT? He a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's goated. Like, I don't agree with that. And I could be wrong. And they probably gonna kill me in the comments,
All
like,
right.
yo, you old heads, you old heads, and yeah, make fun of my shirt. Donald Duck. You know what I mean? Donald Duck. It's Gucci though. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? For you know what I mean? But whatever. But these are the things that we got to go through with the comments and all of
So,
that. But I'm standing on what I'm saying about Andre 3000. Come outside, put the flute down, and come outside.
so with the goaded, everybody's goaded is
Yeah.
because society changed. When the time where we were coming up, it definitely changed, yo. In those couple of years where it's like toxic masculinity, right? So people
hmm
get
hmm
participation trophies type shit. Once that happened, wherever you know what I mean, and it was
The
cool.
participation trophies are crazy. I
Right, right, right.
hated
So
it.
that's like a
I hated it.
society thing now. So now you
Yeah.
get, of course, it's going to trickle down to some more, you know what I mean? Some more rap shit.
That's like Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. You get a
Yeah,
car. You
yeah,
get
yeah.
a car. Everybody wins. You know what I
The
mean?
things like that is
Hmm.
that you don't know
Word.
if you got a kid that's going to be the one, the exception or the bully or the like the special kid. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Special
Right.
kids,
Right. Right.
you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So just
Right.
like as a whole, society was like, yeah, it's better just in case. You know what I'm saying? It's better because now everybody gets to be involved. You know what I'm saying? So every
Right.
kid has a shot. But the thing that took away was standards and
hmm
motivation, goals and aspiration. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't really have like you kind of have that in sports, kind of right now, right? With the genders doing things like that, but you do got to be at a high level to get those type of trophies, right? Where anything
Hmm.
else, rap, you know what I mean? Just for doing it, now you
Yo,
can't even.
just be active. You can't be a GOAT and not active. People
Right,
been
right.
calling Nas the GOAT. People been calling Nas one of the best rappers
Or Lauren Hill.
since Illmatic. Since Illmatic. Now Lauren Hill not active. Lauren
Right,
Hill performing old music and
right, right.
being late and showing up late. And
She's not even doing that though.
yeah, she's showing up late, and she been showing up late, and people are still
Hmm.
buying tickets to see her perform, knowing that there's a chance that she's gonna show up late, yo.
That's crazy. That's how dope that one album was.
Yeah, the album
Frozen.
is dope. The
She
album is
should respect
fire.
that. She should. That's
The
for
album is fire.
man.